camp is back because of the director of this band, as well as the director of Marshall University. He has done considerable work getting out into the band rooms in Western North Carolina and just doing the best he can to help out each and every one of us band directors and bring kids up, make an honor band clinic, help run some music camp, has the PA here. More events than ever is now hosted in the Moore Fine Arts Building for the Western District of North Carolina, thanks to this man. Your kids have enjoyed it all week. The music they're playing is absolutely spectacular. I know my kids have thoroughly enjoyed it. I know yours will too. So to close out our concert for the evening, it is my distinct honor to welcome to the stage Dr. J.T. Womack and the Blue Band.
right, good afternoon, everybody. It's great to see so many of you here to hear this wonderful concert. Thank you so much for lending us your kids for this week. It has been an absolute pleasure to work with them. The first piece you heard was not the first piece in the program. We just did At the Movies with Danny Elfman, one of my favorite movie composers. We're going to close with the first piece on your program, Ayo. Our next piece is a standard of the band repertoire by Percy Granger called Irish Tune from County Kerry. So, when I'm choosing the music for this performance, I looked at the instrumentation we had, and this is the first year that we've had a complete, full instrumentation of a band for our summer music camp, which is fantastic. Since I've been here, that we've had that. And when picking out a piece, I wanted to pick out something that was challenging. And so we have this piece called Shared Spaces. And Shared Spaces, we're going to create kind of a soundscape. You're going to hear some maybe interesting rhythms, some weird things happening in woodland land, but we're going to create just a beautiful sound over the course of 5 minutes. And it's a very difficult piece. It's a hard concept for them to perform and to perform well. But they have absolutely risen to the challenge, and I am so looking forward to playing this piece for you with them. This will feature vibraphone here on the end, and we have brought that forward. And these gentlemen are going to be using bows to actually bow the vibraphone for some of the effects so that you can see what's happening. So while they're setting up, they're going to set up. I will talk again afterwards. I have a lot of thanks to give for such a successful camp. And then we're going to close with a piece called Ayo. And actually, Ayo is a greeting. It was written about a greeting, Ayo. And we thought about playing that first, but it closes really well. So I think that we'll perform that at the end. And then percussion, are we close to being ready over there? Yes, I got the thumbs up. So, this piece, again, is called Shared Spaces. have some thanks that I have to give. So this is the end of my third year, going into my fourth year as director of bands here at Mars Hill, and I'm proud to say that the camp has grown considerably every year, and we're hoping that it grows again next year. So if you've had a great time, students, we would love to have you back next year, okay? So think about that. And I just want to brag on these students real quick. So, they put this music together in a week. Normally when they're in high school bands, they have 6 weeks, a couple of months to put together a concert, that sort of thing. But they have put together all of this music. They sight read it the first night that they got here. And so I think that that's just an incredible achievement in and of itself. So thank you so much, kids, for your hard work. It has been such a pleasure to be your director this week, and I really, really appreciate all that you've done. Let's give the kids a round of applause. I know Mr. Sanders has already thanked a lot of people, the camp counselors, all of my counselors. If you would come out real quick, I want to say thank you to you guys. Again, Mr. Smith said it, putting all of this together would not have been possible without all of our counselors, and especially Ms. Hensley. Ms. Hensley was my right-hand person this whole week, so thank you so much. My percussion counselors back there, Will and Isaiah, have done just wonders with the percussion section along with Jordan and Craig. And so we are just so thankful to have such great students here at Mars Hill. So thank you guys. And my last round of thanks goes to the administrators here at Mars Hill University for allowing us to do this camp. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to do this. So, our president, Dr. Tony Floyd, our provost, Dr. Tracy Parkinson, and then our chair of our music department, Dr. Robert Caldwell. It is really, really great to have administrators that are so supportive. Also, the faculty here at Mars Hill, the full-time music faculty, we wouldn't be able to do it without their help too. Dr. Tinkle and Professor Rondeau, Dr. Slaughter, Professor Morgan as well. So, without all of their help, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you guys. And then, finally, I have to mention Matt Sanders. Where is Mr. Sanders? There he is in the back. Mr. Sanders, Ryan Kisner, and Courtney Kisner have been just such immense helps. They have put together this whole camp. They've planned all the activities. They've gotten all the logistics about where the kids go and what they do all day. And it's just been, a pleasure to watch them work and for them to really handle that load of work. This camp would not be what it is without them. So, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our final piece. Our final piece is called Ayo by Taj Copley. It is a newer piece, and it's kind of energetic and fast, and we're just really excited to play it for you. And then after that, you will get a photo opportunity, and then camp is officially over, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? Woo! That's right. All right. Thank you guys so much. Here is Ayo.